Good day to all, or evening, wherever you may be watching this video. I go by the name of Brother Ricky, and I'm a very delighted member of the Faithful Remnant Church. Yes, the same Remnant Church mentioned in Revelations 12 verse 17. Also Revelations 2 verse 7. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. This verse clearly tells us, in these end times, if you want to be saved, then you must be a part of the remnant church. The one and only remnant church led by the two chosen ones, led by the two only prophets left on earth, led by the two olive trees, led by the two candlesticks, led by the one who holds the key of David. Who am I speaking of? None other than Jesus' own two witnesses, Petrus and Mary Romanus, also known as the Tree of Life. Petrus Romanus is a very important man in these end times. In fact, he plays a lot of roles in these wicked end days, beginning with the Pope and also the Messiah. Yes, I said it, the Messiah and the last Pope. See, he is none other than Pope Peter the Last. Jorge Mario Bergoglio, born December 17th, 1936, the one from Buenos Aires, Argentina, the one who sits in Rome and calls himself Pope Francis. Well, he's actually the false prophet. The same false prophet mentioned in Revelation 19, verse 20. See, Pope Peter the Last has been the Pope since he took the anointing from Anti-Pope Benedict. And he has been the Pope in the eyes of the remnant and the eyes of everybody in heaven ever since. Pope Peter the Last can be found in many prophecies over time. Now, here are just a few examples where you can find Pope Peter the Last. Saint Malachi spoke of Pope Peter the Last. Also, Nostradamus spoke about Pope Peter the Last. Now, if you are on the sideline looking in, and you are not sure if this is the true faithful remnant church, and if you're not sure if these are the two witnesses, well, today is my 6-month anniversary being on the Ark of Salvation. So let me just give you a little update, how my life has changed since I have found the testimony. Let's start with confidence. Before I became a member of the Faithful Remnant Church, I was almost a pushover. It was hard for me to say no to people, and I would always try to please others. Well, since I've been a member, I've learned to stand strong in your faith and reject all demonic clusters from all of your past and from all that you pass. Also, I learned to not bow down to other demons. In fact, as we speak, Pope Peter the Last is teaching me how to be a true, authentic Christian, meaning no fake external smiles to the enemy. Stand strong in your faith. Another great thing I received since I became a member of the true Roman Catholic faith is I started to receive many graces from heaven. The moment I applied the only true blessed holy water, which you can find at www.testimonythetwowitnesses.com. Now, once I did this, my life really changed. How, you may be asking yourself? Well, for starters, I received my soul and guardian angel back. Another thing, I removed the dirty mark no one could see on my forehead. And it's called the spiritual mark of the beast, which stood out like a sore thumb. Now, once I took these necessary steps to remove the mark, I made my testimony video. And really, that's when God gave me all my heart desired. That was in His will, and for His glory and for His kingdom in heaven. In the past 6 months, my walk has been very, very difficult, but extremely necessary. For I saw God move mountains in my life that before I found the testimony it was impossible to move. In the past 6 months, I've lost 60 pounds. I got it into me this motivation that I've never had before reading the testimony. I would jog, listening to Matt's videos, and I would listen for about 45 minutes and then realize, wow, 45 minutes just went by. By that time I done lost a few pounds. Now God has removed many, many demons in my life, including former family members. See, reading the testimony, you start to have the scales from your eyes fall when you notice the truth in those in the beast state. See, Jesus has humbled and Jesus has taken me to a place in my life that I would only think was in fairy tales. But I tell you this, indeed I found Jesus in these end times. Indeed, his words are alive in the testimony. Indeed, the testimony is the flying scroll. And indeed, the two witnesses are Mary and Petrus Romanus. If you are on the sideline waiting, what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose but your soul by not contacting the two witnesses. You will not find relief nowhere from the torments of hell, but only at www.testimonythetwowitnesses.com. Until we meet again,